What's up guys, I'm Chris and today you're watching a magic video on my top 5 favorite Peak wallets. Welcome to the channel and thanks for tuning in. Please consider subscribing. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment on any questions that you have about the product I'm reviewing or anything you'd like to see in the future. Let me know your thoughts. Also, don't forget to click that notification bell so you don't miss a video or a review. Don't forget to head over to Facebook and join the Chris Edwards Magic Secret Access group. In there, I will be posting direct links to unlisted videos that can't be found visibly on the channel or through a YouTube search or any search engine for that matter. What's going to happen with the unlisted videos is, for example, with certain wallets that don't give you a lot of information in the ad copy or in the trailer or even in the description, I'm going to show you guys where the peaks are, how they work, things like that. So it's borderline exposure in the sense that I don't want to present these publicly to lay people, but I think that if you are here, then you're likely a magician or a mentalist. There are some questions to answer to get into the group. So basically, if we know each other or we have mutual friends, certain groups in common, then it's going to be no problem. You're going to get in. But check that out because there will be a lot of unlisted videos that I think will be worth seeing. All right, so I went over the introduction of all of my Peak wallets in the Wallet Wars section, but now I'm going to break down my top 5 favorite. And it's actually 6. I've included the Jax wallet, which is the Peak wallet by the Secret Tannery, as well as the Peak Note. Now, don't be misled because even though these wallets look very similar, the Peak methods are completely different. So it's actually top 6 favorite. But again, with Peak wallets, my favorite can be completely different than your favorite. It all comes down to confidence and, you know, being most comfortable with what you're using as a Peak wallet. So first and foremost, let's start with the Secret Tannery wallets because I use these wallets based on specific gigs that I'm working. So if I'm doing like a walk around mentalism type set, then I will use the if I'm wearing a jacket, I will use the Peak wallet just because you can, how do I not expose this? You can put your information or your billet into the wallet, you close your wallet, you have your Peak, and it goes into your jacket. Now, if you're not wearing a jacket, you can also very well use this wallet. You would just close it another way, and there's some really great handling by Magic Ballet, which allows you to open and close this wallet, getting your Peak immediately without your participant seeing the Peak location. Next is the Peak Note, which is similar in look, but it allows you, it has a billfold, and it's more of an everyday carry, whether you carry bills or not. This one here, you put your stuff in, and then just by closing the wallet, you get your Peak. So that's a really good one. And then the Peak, if they do see the area where the information is, like it'll look just like an ID slot, so it can also be very deceptive. Next is the Stealth Assassin wallet, which I have used for a number of years. I still use it even if it's not my primary Peak wallet. It has the built-in index. It also has a lot of storage capacity, so I carry a little pen. You have your Peak slot on the other side of this, but you can either put your billet or information in here or on the side. I've done a full review on this, so if you want to check that out, I'll go into more detail. Also has an out to lunch principle, so this is really more of a multi-function wallet, but the Peak on it is very good, so that's included in my favorite Peak wallets. Next is the Into wallet by TCC and Shadowlin. So the reason that this made it to my top favorite Peak wallets so fast, even though I haven't used it at a working gig, is because the primary peak here is very similar to the shadow wallet, which we'll get into because that is my all-time favorite peak wallet. But with this one, you are able to either use the I don't know if this is the primary peak, but it's the external peak. And like I said, very much like the shadow wallet, you can use the same motivation as you would with the shadow wallet, but then also inside you have two additional peaks, one using a smaller ID wallet, and then the second being able to peak a folded billet or playing card. And I am going to post a video. I was going to do an unlisted video, but it's going to be such a short video that it's pointless to post an unlisted video. But somebody had asked me to demonstrate the peak where you are able to see the folded billet, which is shown in the trailer. But I'm going to post a demo of that on the secret access page, just a quick video, just so you can get a better idea of how that's achieved and what it looks like. So the Into wallet, lots of good things. It's also a card to wallet, but we're not talking about that. And then each slot here leads to a different peak compartment. So that's really cool too, depending on which peak you want to use. And then you have lots of storage on the back. And you also have an SUC feature. So really good wallet. It's super affordable. I just did a full review on it recently. Be sure to check that out. Next is the Orphic. So I was using the Orphic Plus when I was doing some more card magic. Now I'm doing mainly mentalism. But the peak on this is great. Lewis goes over 5 different peak methods, or 5 different ways to obtain your peak in the tutorial. But basically, you know, you have your inside of the wallet, right? You can show that as you get out a business card. You would then have them put down their information or drawing or whatever it is, and you enter that in. And then there's also some really good subtleties that make it more deceptive because of the switch function. So you can turn the wallet over and you can get your peak a number of ways. And the peak on this is really good. It's a full peak. You're getting your peak from the ID window, which seems impossible, especially if you're carrying an ID in there, as well as like cash or coins or anything like that. I also carry a little pen here, which doesn't hinder the opening or closing of the wallet. So that's been my EDC for a while. I've really been enjoying that. But then ultimately, my all-time favorite, and it still is to this day, it always has been since I got it, is the Shadow Wallet. So I don't have it set up right now. I also do have the brown version. I think it's called the bourbon version. So this is just an empty wallet that I just thought I would show because of the alternate color. But here I haven't set it up, but just so that you can get kind of a better idea of what it looks like when it is full. You have your peak area here. Comes with a loyalty card. It's a special card that helps with the how do I call it? Well, the deceptiveness of the peak. And then you have some storage slots and quite a large pocket here, which right now I'm just carrying billets in. You also have an index, which I don't use with the wallet that I use to peak. However, I do have multiple shadow wallets to where I do use the index in others. But the reason that I love this peak wallet so much is because you get a full peak. The motivation for getting your peak is the best that I've seen. I've said that before in videos, and for most of these I have done, I think, full reviews for all of them. So check those out for more information. But basically, what I love about this is you can put your participants' peak information in here, basically sandwiched between cards, making it seem completely impossible that you could ever obtain any kind of information. You get out a business card for yourself, and then you can set the wallet down, you know, face up, face down. They can hold it. that's what I usually get them to hold it, because no matter how, even if they open their hands up, they're not seeing anything no matter what way they look at it. But you've got your full peek like before that. So the wallet completely goes, it doesn't go out of play if they're holding it, but it's all the heat's off the wallet because they're handling it. So anyway, I thought I would just share a quick video on my favorite Peak wallets and why they are, and then I will post a video in the secret access section just showing the folded billet Peak. And then I think next we're going to get to some impression devices, and I have a lot of stuff coming. I ordered Hollywood and Color Scope, which I think a lot of people are interested in. It was unfortunate because I got the packing slip yesterday. I went to pick it up and it hadn't arrived yet. So expect that within the next couple days. And with that, we'll see you at the next video.